in any case, I think the big question is, and I like to ask to get their wheels thinking, how will you know if you're winning at retirement? And most people can't answer that question. If I say, how do you win at work, or how do you win with your family? We've all been kind of programmed to know. And I think that's what you're kind of teaching our training course on their program. It's really, you have to replace your work identity, fill your time, stay relevant and connected, mentally and physically active, have a way to express your spiritual beliefs, and feel financially secure. The more of those boxes you can check off, the better the transition is going to be. The problem is most people can only check off feel financially secure because they have a financial plan. So that's why, again, I suggest and recommend people have a written non-financial plan. Like, who are you when you're not working? Because your work is not you. That's what you do. It's not you. And so you've got to really think about those things. And again, I ask people, how are you going to introduce yourself in retirement? Because what we hear is when people say I'm retired, the conversation stops. Because there is still a stigma. The stigma is that youth is better and older is not. And as soon as you say you're retired, people think you're old. I know that sounds terrible, but that's just what it is. And so it's why should a client have to go through that if we can say, hey, why don't you introduce yourself as a board member, or as an avid golfer, or as a caregiver, something that sparks conversation rather than this idea that I'm retired.
Robert Lara is not affiliated with Hartford Funds.